What's up, guys? Welcome to an episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Today in the driveway, we have this Poulan Pro 2-in-1 lightweight push mower, but that is not the star of the show. We're going to be focusing on the engine itself. This is a Briggs Quantum in typical fashion, 190cc, very popular, and one, in my opinion, the best engine Briggs has produced for a lawnmower. Okay, this is a subscriber request. I am a little bit late with that request. I apologize. Things happen. Okay, so they have a pressure washer. But as you guys know, throughout the channel, if you haven't figured this out or whatever, okay, a lot of these engines are the same from platform to platform. Even if you don't have this exact engine, okay, this method will apply to all engines. You have to peel away the layers to get to the ignition coil. Okay, this engine right here obviously can be found on lawnmowers, pressure washers. I can't think of those names. They're called like the dock trimmers, walk behind, like string trimmers, like brush cutters. Okay, I've seen them on log splitters. I'm not sure if they come from the factory like that or if people have put them on there. And what was the other one? Oh, like walk behind like leaf vacs and stuff. You'll catch these like on billy goats. So if your engine looks like this video will apply to you soup to nuts, start to finish. If not, don't leave, stay. I'll show you. It's very, very simple to do. Remember, you are peeling away the layers irregardless of what the engine is. We need to get this ignition coil. Why are we replacing the ignition coil? Okay, a couple of symptoms to show that your ignition coil is bad. Excuse me, a no start. The machine will not start, not run whatsoever. Now you can check for spark, or what we like to do here is you throw a little starter fluid or go-go juice right into the air filter cover. The machine doesn't start, then we know to go through digger. We're missing something from facts. Fuel, air, compression, timing, spark. S, spark. Okay, if not, you could always pull away the ignition and check for spark with the spark plug tester, or someone has to try and start the lawnmower and you could view it, you know, right there. Also, your machine could be running, but after a while, it dies and it's hard to start. What happens is, and it'll restart after a certain amount of time and repeat all over again. What happens is, heat from the engine builds up, coil gets hot, and you lose spark. Once the coil cools down, spark regains, and you could do the same exact thing. Third one, the machine runs great, phenomenal. After a certain amount of time, you stop to unload the bag, you go to start it again, and it won't start. So that means you have a strong spark, and then over time your coil is not as strong as it should be, but it's enough to keep the mower running, not enough to restart the motor. If there's any other inferences where the ignition coil is bad, feel free to chime in. These are the only ones that I have come across, and these are the ones that I am only aware of. Okay, tools needed. This is very, very important. A business card. Doesn't matter who it is or where it's from, has to be paper. Some of them are metal, I've seen some of them are magnets, no good. Has to be your typical basic business card. We're going to set the gap with that, okay? I'm going to be using a Milwaukee ratchet, okay? 5/16 Phillips number 2 screwdriver to pull away the engine coil. 3/8 because we're going to have to remove the recoil housing to get to the coil. Okay, this is going to be a multi-layer tool, okay? I'm going to be using my drill, 5/16 head for a couple of fasteners, and guess what? This comes off and reveals a 1/4 inch, and I could use that to take off the last 2 screws for the ignition coil. Okay, and of course, because you guys know I have a bad habit of this, it's really a good habit, anti-seize. All right, so let's get down and dirty, and let's get this ignition coil going. All right, I don't like when people watch me, so if I mess up, I get to blame this guy right here. He's watching me. All eyes on me, and of course he's playing hard to get, because as soon as I put the camera on him, he turns away and plays stupid. Okay, first step, peeling away the layers. 1, 2, Phillips head number 2 screws. Both of these will come off nice and easy. Remember to put your fasteners where you remember, your hardware, where you remember to retrieve it. Again, I'm just laying this on the side of the lawnmower. Okay, a little bit of leaves, a little bit of bird poopy. Okay, next, this is your recoil assembly. Well, I'm sorry, this is your gas tank. We need to remove the gas tank. So this is where the 5/16 comes into play. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you guys are still in frame. Yes. Now, obviously, I am built for speed, and that's what I am using. If this takes you guys a little bit longer, you guys don't have the exact tools, that is exactly fine. Peel this away. Now, because I have OCD issues, we'll clean this out. Okay, now, this needs to go as well. And that's the last one. And we're going to pick up, nice and slow. Push it over to the side and push this back in. That is your oil dipstick. Whoops. There's the oil fuel line. No big deal. Next is we're going to have to capture the fasteners for the recoil assembly. There are 4 for the recoil assembly. 1, 2, and then in the front, 3, 4. Now pay attention to this step, because, believe it or not, there are 2 different size bolts. I have never tried putting them in backwards, so I can't tell you if it makes a difference or not. Okay. Put those in the front. I'm just going to zip off the ones in the back. Now, while you're doing this, right, this is a great time. Let's peel this off. Come on. This is a really, really good time to clean up all of this dirt and whatnot underneath, okay? This is your flywheel. Okay, and you see these fins here? These are cooling fins. You just want to make sure that's free. This will not kill your lawnmower, but while you're in here, you might as well do that. Okay, right here is your business. That is your ignition coil. And take note, these are from the back. These are significantly smaller than the ones off the front. Oh no, they're the same. That's weird. Usually I've come across where they're different sizes. Nonetheless, the show goes on. Okay, so what we're going to do now, 1/4 inch. Dur. And there you go. These are your 1/4 inch screws. Nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Okay, your coil comes out. There's going to be a plug here. Just undo that plug. Okay? Your coil is now free. Your coil is actually labeled to tell you which side goes up, which side goes down, but obviously remember, the way you take it out is the way you put it back on. Now to reinstall it, put it back here. Okay, and then if you want, bring it to the magnetic side here. Now because we have anti-seize, anti-seize. We will start by hand. Please, guys, I cannot stress this more than enough. This is aluminum that we're working with. This is very, very easily stripped. So please, no matter what you do, always start your fasteners by hand. Take that little extra step, okay? And start everything by hand. You do not want to turn an easy job into a difficult one. Where's the magnetic side? See, we go. See how the magnets picked up? What we need to do is hold this back and stick our business card in here. This business card is the proper gap to set your ignition coil. All right, how about this? I do not know the actual specs for this. I was always taught use a business card, so there's no need for me to get technical if it's not necessary. This business card will work. So hook that back up. Take your drill, keep this nice and firm, and lock it down. That's it. Slide our business card out, and our gap is perfect. It's a little late. I don't want to kick on my compressor. So this is fine. Believe me, this is tolerable. If this is my personal machine, I fire up my compressor, give this thing a quick blow job, and fight with my neighbors later. But we can't do that. Remember, the way we take things off is the same way we put them back together. Now I know how, Jason, how are we going to verify the repair works? I will start the machine briefly for you guys. The compressor takes a little bit to build air. So, see what I'm doing here? I'm pulling the recoil to mess with the starter cup, and boom, we are in there like swimwear. Let's get our bolts, remember. A little bit of anti-seize. Oh, we gotta get you guys out. We gotta redo that shot. Okay. Now we have this all back together. Now we have to put it back together. So the way we took it apart is we're gonna reverse, slap it back together. Okay, we're gonna start here. Okay. Now watch this. We're gonna pull the string to get this to sit. So that's basically the recoil grabbing onto the starter cup. Come on. Come on, girl. Give it a pull. Yep, we have El Resistance. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. And remember what I tell you guys, we're gonna start these by hand. That is muy importante. And then we will run it down with your tool of choice. Whether it be an impact of some sort, or even if you put it on the ratchet, even if you're using a ratchet, please guys, always start it by hand. Even if it's a nut, any type of fastener. I say this every time I assemble something. You want to know why? I want to instill it in your brains. Don't think for 1 second, because I have gotten cocky and confident, and I have ruined jobs because I got a little overzealous and let the impact do all the work from start to finish. That's it. Nice and tight. Now while we're here, this is your Bible to your mower, engine. Right here. 3K020631E1. This will give you all the parts of this exact mower. And specs too. Okay, now we need to put our dipstick, our oil dipstick tube fill in. So we're just going to pull this out really quick, like so. Twist it and stick it back into place. The dipstick can only be put in one way. Oh yes, let's hook up our 5/16 again. And we'll send this puppy home. Uh-oh. There we go. Our fuel tank. And this can only go one way. Okay. And then we will do our ignition, our fuel tank hardware. These are the 5/16 screws. The fingers are a little big for this. So, I'm not using my impact, I'm just using the bit, and I'm going to start it by hand. Start it by hand. And then I'll hit this with the impact. And from there, we can put our engine cover back on and go from there. Okay, I'm going to put an affiliate link for the coil in there for this particular motor. Like I said, the quantums will all be the same. You have a different engine, that'll be a different story. Alrighty, step away from the tools. Prime for a good time. Okay. And fire in the hole. Uh-oh. Alright, so that verifies that I didn't botch up this coil job. Once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I apologize for the delay in getting this video out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright guys, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you. No, why do I always do that? Alright guys, you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, good, bad, ugly? Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Later. Look at him. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's why I messed up my outro, because he's looking with those eyes. With those eyes.